give it to us?
No.
But then, does he answer our prayers?
Yeah.
What then does God give us? This is a story about 3 trees. Once upon a mountain top, there were 3 little trees. 1 tree, 2 trees, and 3 trees. They were discussing their hopes and dreams when the first tree said,
Someday, I will be a treasure chest. I will be filled with gold and silver, diamonds, sapphires, and rubies. I will be decorated with intricate carving, and everyone will see my beauty.
The second tree watched over the river as its waves flowed by on its way to the ocean.
I want to be a big, strong sailing ship. I will carry kings and queens across the waters and sail to the corners of the world. I will be the mightiest ship in the world.
The third tree looked down from the hilltop, where very busy men and very busy women worked in a very busy town.
I want to grow to be the tallest tree on the hill. People will see me and look up to my branches and think of the heavens and God and how close to them I am reaching.
The sun shone, the rains fell, and the winds blew. And the 3 little trees grew to be very tall. One day, 3 woodcutters went up the hill.
The first woodcutter came to me and said,
This tree looks beautiful.
and he cut me down. Now, I will be the most beautiful treasure chest in the entire world.
The second woodcutter went up to the next tree and said, This tree looks strong.
And he cut me down. Now I can be the mightiest ship to ever sail the seas.
The third woodcutter went up to the last tree and said, Well, any kind of tree, that will do for me.
And he cut me down. And he brought me to the lumber yard.
The first tree smiled, and the woodcutter brought him to the carpenter's shop.
But I wasn't made into a treasure chest. I was made into a small feeding box. I wasn't filled with gold and silver, diamonds, sapphires, and rubies. I was filled with ugly. Hey,
The second tree rejoiced when the woodcutter brought him to the shipyard.
But I wasn't turned into a mighty, strong sailing ship. I was turned into a small, smelly fishing boat.
The third tree was cut with thick, large pieces of wood and was left behind in the lumber yard.
What happened? All I ever wanted was to grow to be the tallest tree on the hill and point to God.
Many, many years passed, and the trees forgot all about their hopes and their dreams. Then, one night, silver starlight poured over the first tree.
another woman came to me. The woman gave birth and she laid the baby on the hay in the manger that was made. The man wished he could have been crib for the baby. But then the mother said that I was beautiful. And in that moment I knew that I was holding the greatest treasure of all time.
One evening, a group of men got into the fishing boat that was me. One of them was tired and fell asleep. When we were out in the waters, a great storm arose, and I didn't think I could keep the men safe. The men woke the sleeping man, then he stood up, raised his hand, and said, "Peace." The great wind subsided, and the tall waves grew still. I was awestruck by the power of this man. And at that moment, I knew I was carrying the King of Kings.
One Friday afternoon, I was startled as I was pulled out of the lower yard. A man dragged me through the streets and an angry and jeering crowd mocked him. They shoved us up a hill and there they nailed that man's hands onto me. It felt ugly, cruel, harsh. But on the third day, the sun rose, and the earth trembled with joy. And I knew that God's love had changed everything.
He had made me beautiful.
He had made me strong.
When they look at me, they will see God and His love everlasting.
And so, the next time you're feeling down because you didn't get something you want, sit tight and don't worry. Because